This is What You're Reading with Pete Buttigieg. What's your favorite book? My favorite book is Ulysses by James Joyce. It has something for everyone and it touches every part of daily life. It's just an incredible book. Difficult one, but amazing. A book from my childhood. When I was a kid around Christmas time, my parents would always read me A Child's Christmas in Wales, kind of a long poem by Dylan Thomas, and just got this beautiful imagery about childhood and Christmas, and I still read it every year. A book with my favorite opening line. Well, Finnegans Wake, also by Joyce, starts with half a sentence. The first word is river run, and it's actually the last half of the sentence that the book ends with because the book goes in a circle. The book with your favorite closing line. So, same answer, because the closing line is the first half of the sentence that's the last half of which is this is very complicated to explain, but it's one of the more interesting features of Finnegans Wake. A book that made me fall in love with reading. Robert Ballard, the oceanographer who discovered the Titanic, wrote a book about it. I think a couple of books about it. And I remember as a kid just being obsessed with it. Favorite book I read in high school. One that made a really big impression on me was, it's called Season of Migration to the North. It's by a Sudanese author, and it was a response, or it's considered a response to Heart of Darkness, but from a black perspective, and just an incredible read. I just picked up a book called Why We Swim by Bonnie Tsui, and it's about swimming. I've been swimming more. I'm trying to get ready for a try and get into swimming, and it's fascinating. She talks about everything from kind of swimming for survival to swimming for competition, and just really enjoying it. A book I can't wait to read. There's so much good stuff coming out. Think about all the books that are just piled up on my bedside table. Jill Lepore wrote a really important history called These Truths, which I've dipped into but haven't actually read cover to cover, and I really want to. A book you want people to think you've read but haven't actually read. So earlier I was talking about Finnegans Wake, right? Like the first sentence and the last sentence. Everything in between is basically impossible to understand. So I would like to say I've read it, I've studied it, but I have not. I'm not sure it's actually possible to just sit and read it from beginning to end. I'm sure somebody has. I haven't. This has been What You're Reading with Pete Buttigieg.